Look at that. Really? Like, I don't even know what to do right now. Hello and welcome back. Today's video is going to be a little bit of a get ready with me type video. I'm going to show you how to get this more formal holiday glam type look, as well as the hair. I'm headed out to the Marine Corps birthday ball this evening, so I thought I'd get ready on camera. And if you just want to learn how to do this hair and makeup while you're getting ready for a formal event, or you just want someone to do your makeup with you, I'll be happy to be there. But if you like what you see here, or you just want to hang out with me for a little bit, then just keep watching. I'm just taking the Tatcha Silk Canvas and Milk Makeup Grip, Hydro Grip? Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. This is a good combination to make it last all day or all night for whatever your event you're going to, and it also smooths out the skin very nicely. Let that just sink into the skin for a minute. You know what makes me sad is that I feel like I want the holidays to be like Christmas parties all the time, like always going out to fun Christmas stuff. Like I feel like it just makes the holidays feel more like the holidays. I don't know if it's area or because we're not traveling this year for the holidays. We're staying put and no one's coming to see us either, really. I mean, my parents are coming for like one day, but that's about it. So maybe that's why it's not really feeling like super holiday-y right now. I don't know, maybe it's just me. What about you guys? Is it really feeling like Christmas is only like a week and a half away, or does it still just feel like another day? I don't know. Maybe because it was like 75 degrees the other day that it's not really feeling like the holidays either. Because personally, I love when it snows at Christmas. Like I feel like that just makes it feel like the holidays. Having that like nice white Christmas and stuff. And I didn't really grow up with white Christmases either, so maybe that's why I think that. I have always lived near the water and where it's much too warm to snow for Christmas. So a couple years ago when I spent my first Christmas with my now husband, his family's from up north, and so they get white Christmases, and it just makes me so happy. It just feels like when you see the Christmas movies and there's all the snow in the ground, and I just love it. It makes it feel so much more like the holidays. And 75-degree weather one day, 50-degree weather the next day, 30-degree weather the next day. Personally, it doesn't really feel like the holidays yet to me. Maybe that's just me. I'm using the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin Blurring Powder Foundation. I saw Casey Holmes talk about this, and I know she has oily skin and I have dry skin, but I really wanted to see like how it would work for dry skin because she was raving about it, and I've always wanted to find a powder foundation that I really liked because it's so much faster and easier, especially because I'm someone who always feels the need to like set everything down, especially when I want it to last long for like a formal event like this. So, and I've really been loving it a lot lately. Like I've been using it a lot, and there's a lot of product in here because I feel like you can barely see like the dent that I've made in it. And it's really easily buildable. Like I know it looks like I'm putting a lot on right now, but I promise it's really not that much, and it doesn't look as much in person. It does look a little dark for me. Probably should have gone maybe a shade lighter, but we'll fix that with some concealer and bronzer later. I'm gonna use the ColourPop No Filter Concealer today. Get nice full coverage, because we're going glam for the formal events usually. I remember last year for this same ball, I was like, no, I'm just gonna go with something simple and just like light and airy and probably all matte. And then I started doing my makeup and it turned into this like full-on cut crease, like glitter look. And I was like, well, so much for simple. But speaking of Christmas movies, one of my favorite things to do around the holidays is just go back and watch like every Christmas movie ever, pretty much. Like, I will literally go through all the cheesy, like, Netflix and Hulu ones, as well as the OG ones, like Home Alone, Santa Claus, National Lampoon. Actually, I just watched that one for the first time this year, because it's not on, like, Netflix or Hulu or anything. We had to, like, rent it off of YouTube or something. And it's my husband's, like, favorite Christmas movie, and I had never seen it. But I'm a sucker for the cheesy Christmas rom-com movies, of course. And I love the Santa Claus movies. The original, like, first Santa Claus movie is probably one of my favorite Christmas movies, next to Home Alone. Like, Home Alone and Santa Claus, the first one, are definitely tied for number one. Goodness. This is the Brighten Up, the Essence Brighten Up banana powder. Just gonna use that to brighten my under eye a little bit. Going in with some Marc Jacobs Tantastic bronzer. I'm gonna use the Essence Contouring Duo Palette, the contour shade, to chisel out some cheekbonage. I'm using the Satin Touch blush in the shade Satin Love, just to go for a more neutral but still flush look kind of blush. Add a little extra in case it fades on me before I even leave the house. This is the Jaclyn Hill The Flash highlighting palette. I think, actually, you know what? First I'm gonna go in with her luminous powder in Do Me, and this one's supposed to be more like a subtle. So let me grab a better brush. This is my first time using this. Just kind of focusing on the main points I want to be glowy, and then lightly dusting everywhere else. Now I'll go in with some highlight from the Jaclyn Hill Flash palette. I think I'm going to use the shade Gleam today. This brush is really soft. This is the one that she recommends using with the palette. It feels really soft on my face, I'm not going to lie to you. That is a glowy nose. Maybe a little too glowy of a nose. Putting so much highlight on, I don't know why. I feel like because I just want to have that moment. Like when you see people on Instagram and they do something, it's like one swipe and it looks like a metallic eyeshadow. And they're like, oh, like I want that moment. It's a beautiful highlight, but it's not that moment. Just pressing everything into the skin with my very slightly damp sponge. Just because I want, since this has to last all night for an event, I want to make sure that it is really set down, really sunken into the skin. And I do everything I can to make sure it's not going to budge. I'm going to go ahead and do my eyebrows using the NYX Fill and Fluff eyebrow pencil. I'm curious to know what some other people's Christmas traditions are, because I really do want to start some new fun Christmas traditions. Of course, I think both of us are going to bring in some things from each of our families, but I also want to start some new ones now that we're newlyweds, and eventually when we have kids, we'll have things to pass on to them that we came up with. And I'm just curious as to what traditions other people look forward to the most throughout the holidays. I know a lot of people do you can open one gift on Christmas Eve, and a lot of people do that gift is Christmas PJs to wear the next day, or things like that. I think that's really cute. something my family does that I love is throughout my entire life, Santa gifts, like the gifts that Santa brought, were always the same wrapping paper. And it was completely different wrapping paper from any other gift or anything like from my parents, because it just helped like keep the magic alive. And like when we were kids, like we always knew Santa had come when we walked downstairs and looked at the Christmas tree and we saw that wrapping paper like peeking out of the stockings, or if it was a bigger gift, it would be like sitting on the ground, like you knew Santa had come. And it just kept magic alive, because my parents had to have bought like so many rolls because they have 4 kids and they never stopped using that wrapping paper for as long as I can remember. Like I honestly think they might even still have it. So that's crazy to me. And my sister has started that trend with her kids, and I am looking forward to passing that down to my kids, because there's just something about like the whole idea of Santa, like it just helps keeps like Christmas magical for kids, you know? Like it's all about magic and excitement and surprise, and I think that just adds to it, so I'm looking forward to that. Although I'm not looking forward to the baking cookies part, because ideally I think it would be really cute to always bake cookies like with my husband, and then when we have kids, with the kids, like every Christmas Eve, and then we eat a couple, put a couple out for Santa, and go to bed. I think that would be super cute. However, I am probably the world's worst cook / baker. Emphasis on the baking part. Somehow, I don't know how, but somehow, no matter what I do, especially when it comes to baking, it always gets ruined. We made cookies a week ago for Thanksgiving to bring to my family, and like one of them was supposed to end up in these cute little balls that you like glaze, and it was really good when his mom makes them, but when I make them, they turned out into this big flat sheet, and I have no idea how. And then we made sugar cookies, like pre-made. You just get the dough pre-made, Pillsbury's Doughboy or whatever, cut it up into cute little shapes, put it in the oven, and you're good to go. Well, we used all the cute little shapes and then stick them in the oven, and it comes out again one flat giant cookie. Please someone tell me how that happens. Like, how do I ruin sugar cookies? And this isn't like the first time these things have happened to me. It happens all the time. All the time. So, as much as I hope to be able to bake cookies with my kids in the future, that may not work out. I'm gonna start on my eyes. I kind of have an idea what I want to do, but we're just gonna roll with it. I'm using a combination of some single shadows and then the Kylie Jenner Naughty palette. This is from like maybe 2 years ago release for Christmas for her. I wish she would bring this back, because I feel like this palette just screams Christmas. Like, look at the packaging. It's green, it says Naughty and all velvet, and then the shades are like so Christmassy. A lot of people like raved over the Nice palette, which did look really nice. I didn't buy it, but this one I just thought screamed Christmas. Like, it just screams Christmas. And that's what I want in a Christmas eyeshadow palette, for it to scream Christmas. I'm gonna start with just the matte white and Snowball and just dust that everywhere for probably no reason at all, but we're gonna do it. I think I'm gonna lightly dust. This is a Morphe single shadow in the shade Castle Bay. It's like a really, really grayish brown. So I'm gonna lightly dust this in the crease. I just want to kind of start like a gray gradient, because I'm going for a really like black and silver smoky eye, but I don't like to go straight in with black because it makes me nervous that I'm just gonna look ridiculous instead of nice and blended. I really don't want any harsh lines either, so I'm gonna make sure it's really nice and like smoked out by just kind of like flicking it out at the end. I'm gonna take another Morphe single shadow in the shade Drive-In. This is just kind of similar to Castle Bay, but it's a little bit, I don't know, it's like a little bit more gray brown. If that makes any sense. I'm the worst at explaining colors. I posted like 5 or 6 videos, and in every video I'm like bluish, greenish, shadish, orangish, blah, 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 blah. Like, why don't I know how to explain a color? I'm gonna go in with the shade Coal from the Kylie Naughty palette. And this is a little bit more precise of a brush, and just, again, add that to the crease. One thing I'm really interested to know people's opinions on, to be honest, is limited edition stuff. Because I feel like a lot of makeup brands right now are like strictly coming out with limited edition stuff. And I don't know if that's like a marketing, I mean, I'm sure it's a marketing technique or something like that. But it just frustrates me because some of us have to like, you know, wait and save up for makeup, and we can't buy something the second it releases and things like that. And there's a lot of makeup out there that I want to try, especially some of the limited edition stuff, because I feel like sometimes limited edition stuff is like the best, like it looks like it's gonna be like the best stuff, and it sells out so freaking quick. Like if you're not the first person on the website or something like that, you're not getting it. So I'm curious to hear other people's thoughts on that, because I understand that brands are going to do whatever's best for the brand. I think you should. I think it's your brand. I mean, if you know what's best, you do. I don't know what's best, clearly. As a consumer, I would really like a little more time to buy some of these really nice products, you know? Like I need some time to save and budget and whatnot, because I'm already not that great at that stuff. So I need some time. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the shade Snowflake in the Kylie Jenner palette. It's a really soft, beautiful, metallic silver. Like, I love this shade. It is perfect for the holidays, especially for what I'm going for. Just gonna put this pretty much all over the lid because I just want to drench myself in this shade. Is that weird? Probably. Oh well. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with the Makeup Geek Single Shadow in Corrupt. This is just, you know, your basic deep black. It's a really, really good black. Single shadow. I like Makeup Geek shadows a lot. I feel like they're not talked about enough because they're such good shadows, and they're very affordable as well. Like, especially their foiled shadows. Oh my gosh, I love their foiled shadows. I want all of them. I'm just building up that black, making it to the intensity that I want, concentrating it on the outer corner, and then bringing it in the crease just a tad. I think it's so funny. I don't even know if funny is the right word, but it just makes me laugh when I see videos of like some makeup artists, like Natasha Denona. Every time I watch one of her videos, it looks like she's not even touching the person's eye. Like, and she takes like one shadow, and it's just like, and it's this perfectly blended, beautiful, smoky eye. And I'm just like, what? How? Like, how do I do that? I'm just going back in with the Kohl shade, the more true gray shade, and really blending. Just taking a clean brush, blending it out even more. Now I'm gonna go back in with the black and intensify that a little bit more. I always go in when I'm using black with like a teeny tiny little bit at a time. That's probably why you see me like dipping down so much, is because I literally take like the most minuscule amount possible when I'm using black, because I'm so worried about putting too much on. Like, I always take just like the teeny little bit, blend it out a little bit, and then go back in with more, because the last thing I want is to get black all over my eyes and then have to redo everything. I'm gonna take a flat brush and go in with the shade Mischief. It's like a gunmetal gray shimmer shade. And I'm gonna use this to kind of blend the silver and the black together, just right along that line. lightly blend onto the lower lash line. I'm gonna take a very, very precise brush and go in with that black and concentrate it on the outer corner. Like I'm really not taking this black far in at all, because even though I'm going for like a smokier look kind of, I still want to make sure my eyes look very wide awake and open, because I'm not going for like an uber smoky look. I'm going for like a shimmery holiday smoky sultry type thing. I'm gonna go in with the shade Coal on just a little pencil brush and blend that out, and then take that a little bit further in. Just a smidge. I'm gonna take that silver and just very lightly put that on the inner third of my lower lash line. For the inner corner and brow and highlight, I'm actually gonna go in with the Nicole Guerrero AVH palette and use the shade Forever Lit, which is like a dark white highlight. Take that on the inner corner, bring it in on the lower lash line, and just a smidge into the upper lid. I am going to use the ColourPop gel liner in the shade Honey Dude on my waterline, just to make my eyes look a tad more open and awake. Alright, attempting a wing liner. Let's hope we don't ruin our entire eye look now, because that is always what I worry about when doing wing liner. Because I want to do a wing, but I don't want to screw up everything I just said. Oh my god, my left eye is watering so bad right now. All right, now for the actual most difficult part for me, lashes. I'm using the House of Lashes Sephora collection in the shade Natalia. They're very like wispy lash. They look really nice. I've never used these ones before. I have used one other pair of House of Lashes before, and I really liked them. I accidentally threw them away after one use. So that's unfortunate. Getting them all nice and glued up. I'm using the Duo Lash Glue. I am not kidding when I say this is a process for me. So let's hope this goes on quickly and easily. Some days it's like, and some days it's like, like gluing my eyes shut and eyelash glue everywhere and a mess. All right. Oh my god, my eyes are watering so much. Clearly this is going well. All right. Just try that again. I'm telling you, some days it's like I'm a pro, and some days it's like, is this your first time ever applying false lashes? I mean, I really don't wear them that often, but I wear them and have worn them enough in my lifetime that I should be fine. Should. Keyword should. I feel like I've tried all like the tips and tricks I've watched like other YouTubers and stuff do. And I just still cannot put it on as well as they do. And I could wear eyelashes like every day for multiple days in a row, and it still doesn't work out. Doesn't matter how much I practice. All right, okay. That is so close to not perfect, but I'm just gonna go with it because it ain't gonna get any better. I don't know how people do this every day. Like, this just like gets me so frustrated, and like it's such a process for me to put these on whenever I do wear them that I'm just like, props to you people who can do this every day, because I don't know how you do it, honestly. Okay, well now it looks like I'm wearing two different eyelashes. This whole video is just gonna be me struggling to put eyelashes on. I mean, these are some beautiful lashes. I really like the way they look. I just am so bad at putting them on. Oh gosh. I'm gonna take some mascara and just make sure everything is all nice and one. Very, very carefully. Goodness gracious, that was a process. I'm gonna go ahead and start with the hair. I did already curl it, but we're gonna do an updo. So this is just to kind of help with the volume and texture and whatnot. So I'm gonna go ahead and part my hair on the left. Sometimes I go with the left part, sometimes I go with the middle part, but for this particular look, we want to go with a side part. I did see this look on Pinterest, so I will not take full credit for coming up with it. I did see it on Pinterest. I'll try to find it and link it down below. But all you really need is a couple of little hair ties, and I like these little rubber hair ties, and then a lot of bobby pins. Or I need a lot of bobby pins. You might not need as many. So I'm gonna take where the part is and kind of make a loop on the back of my hair, like about to where my ear is. We're trying to basically make two halves. So you want one half here, and then the other one is gonna go about here. Just pulling out like one little piece to leave out and curl it a little bit. Try to make sure it's not like overly tight. All right, now we're gonna take the rest of the hair we're gonna do the same thing, but keep this ponytail lower and kind of at a diagonal from the rest of the hair. Alright, so now we basically have like two little ponytails, one that's a little bit higher than the other. Now we're going to take each of the little ponytails, split it in half, and just twist. Okay, I'm gonna just take this little twisty part and just pull. Pull it apart a little bit. And then we're just gonna repeat that with this side. All right, next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take the piece that's connected to like the top half, and you're gonna take that and go along where it connects, like here. I'm gonna be honest with you, a lot of this is kind of based off of feel and like trial and error and things like that. But you know, the more you practice, the better it'll get. Like I'm still practicing, honestly. Probably should have practiced a little more. All right, now you're gonna take this second piece and kind of make it into like a little bun underneath that first piece. I'm gonna go ahead and recurl these pieces, and then we'll wrap this up. Chambly, get ready with me up. Last but not least, I'm gonna go in with my lip. I'm gonna start with the NYX lip liner in the shade Hot Red. I'm gonna go in with my favorite red for the holidays, and that is the Smashbox Be Legendary Liquid Metal Lipstick in Crimson Chrome. I love this. It's perfect for the holidays, like even if you're not normally a metallic person. It's just the perfect like blue-red lipstick, and it's just so like, what? Alright, that completes today's video. Just a little weird, shambly, get ready with me type video for the Marine Corps ball that I am heading out to soon. I'll insert a little picture of my full outfit. Dress and earrings are from Misguided, and then my shoes are from Forever 21, as well as my little purse. So okay, I hope you guys enjoyed getting ready with me today. My hair isn't perfect, but when is it ever? I'm pretty happy with the way things look, and if you like the way things turned out, please subscribe to my channel. I post every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You can also follow me on Instagram at JSanchezBeauty. Well, I hope to see you back here soon. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye.